Yo, make sure you leave a like, leave a comment, hit that subscribe button. It's Leon the King TV. Let's talk wrestling. Leon the King TV. Let's talk wrestling. Make sure you hit the notification bell and subscribe to the channel. Happy New Year to all the subscribers out there. Um, this is kind of that time of year, beginning of the year. We're on the road to WrestleMania. There's a lot of things going on in the pro wrestling world. Um, this is This Week in Wrestling, covering some things that happened last week because I didn't get to do last week's episode for this week. But this is what's going on in this week of wrestling. I don't even know where to start. I have no idea where to start or what to even say. There's so much going on lately in the wrestling world, as we know. But here we go. I guess we could try to start off with some stuff going on reported by Bleacher Report. So here we go. As we know, give me 1 second. Matt Riddle, the original Bro, former WWE Raw, one half of former WWE Raw Tag Team Champion, has signed a contract. He's with MLW. He's with Major League Wrestling. I watched some of Major League Wrestling, and I'll tell you they got some dope stuff. Major League MLW has definitely got some good wrestling. If you want to watch some very good wrestling, watch MLW, Major League Wrestling. That promotion, man. Bro, that promotion. That shit be fire, bro. That shit is fire. Check out MLW when you get a chance. But I believe hold on. On December 21st, 2023, it was announced that Matt Riddle would make his debut in Major League Wrestling at Kings of Coliseum on January 6, 2024 against Jacob Fatu. 2024 at New Year Dash, Riddle made his New Japan Pro Wrestling debut in a pre-taped vignette challenging the New Japan Pro Wrestling World Television Champion Hiroshi Tanahashi. On January 5th, it was announced that Riddle will be making his NJPW in-ring debut at Battle in the Valley, teaming with a mystery partner against Zack Sabre Jr., Bad Dude Tito, and TMDK. On January 9th, it was announced that Riddle will challenge Tanahashi for the World Television Championship of Night 1 of the new beginning of So congratulations to Matt Riddle. He's with New Japan Pro Wrestling. He out there fighting them Japan niggas, but he out there, man. He out there fighting Japan, wrestling Japan. He's got the title. He's got the championship. And shout out to Matt Riddle. So here we go. What's going on? What's going on? I guess they also said WWE hired Kevin Dunn's replacement. Raquel Gonzalez, former NXT Women's Champion, has been out of action for a while. And here's some news. Raquel Rodriguez chronicles healing journey after mast cell activation syndrome diagnosis. It's a diagnosis, I guess, where her skin is turning red and all this kind of stuff, and she has to get, you know, I, I don't know too much, but it's something that, it's a syndrome diagnosis she has, and I think this may be one of the reasons why she's been out of action for a while. Um, Raquel Rodriguez, she was a former NXT Women's Champion. She was close with Dakota Kai in NXT, but currently she's been out of action for a few months now, and due to this syndrome she has. So I guess all we can say is, Raquel, get better. And we wish you nothing but the best when you come back, and speedy recovery. But praying for Raquel. Prayers up for Raquel. Let's pray for her. But anyway, Raquel. I was a more fan of Raquel Gonzalez than I was Raquel Rodriguez. And this is the same person, just for those who don't know out there. But the reason why I was more a fan of Raquel Gonzalez than I was Raquel Rodriguez basically is because when they brought her on the main when we watched NXT with her in NXT, she was badass. She had the look. She's a tall, muscular, big woman, attractive big woman. She had the leather jackets. She was riding on motorcycles. Her attire was on point. Her in-ring gear was on point. She had that promo skill, and most importantly, the in-ring ability was there. The in-ring talent was there. The in-ring wrestling was there. She got to the main roster in 2022, and you saw her, we still see her flex her back. She do that thing where she flexes her back or whatever, flexes her back muscles. But now it's like you saw her high-fiving people. You saw her high-fiving the fans, and she's smiling, and it's like, what the heck happened? Why we didn't get? They changed her entrance theme. Her entrance music changed, so it was like, for me, it was like, this isn't the Raquel Gonzalez that I knew. The Raquel Gonzalez that I watched in NXT was badass. She was rough. She had like a TV-14 ruthless aggression era type of vibe to her. That type of gimmick, that type of style, that vibe she had. Now it's like she's just smiling all the time, and she's this kid sports entertainer, and it turned me off because it's not the Raquel. That's not the character she needs. WWE messed up and ruined Raquel Gonzalez's, or Rodriguez, whatever you call her. They messed her gimmick up completely, bro. They messed that gimmick up completely. They fucked that gimmick up. They messed it up so much, man. So they need to make Raquel the Raquel that I knew. They need to go back to the NXT Raquel when she comes back, when she recovers. When she comes back, make her the NXT Raquel again and push her. Hell, give her a match with Jade Cargill. How about that? That's a match I want to see. Raquel versus Jade. This is the former NXT Women's Champion. This is the problem. WWE wasted, especially Vince McMahon. They wasted so much of NXT's talent that when they got on the roster, half the people that they brought up from NXT on the main roster are not even on the main roster today. They either went with other promotions, wrestled in the indies, or went to AEW. Look at basically half of that NXT Black and Gold roster. Because NXT Black and Gold was some of the best wrestling on damn TV. It was some of the best wrestling on TV was NXT Black and Gold. Go back and watch it on Peacock and tell me if NXT Black and Gold was not the best brand. Their takeovers were even better than most main roster pay-per-views. And I even say to this day, NXT pay-per-views, even still to this day, NXT premium live events are better than main roster premium live events. They are. They just are. Here's another thing. Look at all these wrestlers that were on NXT that came to the main roster. Where's Keith Lee? Where's Andrade? Where's Adam Cole? Where's Kyle O'Reilly? Where's half of Hit Row? Swerve Strickland, AJ Francis? Keith Lee. What's going on with all the talent they built up and hyped up to be the next big thing? Now when you're on the main roster, like you're a badass in NXT, and now you're in the main roster, and you're lost in the shuffle. You're never booked. You book to lose all the time, or you're given some stupid, goofy gimmick. That is because those stars on NXT at that time were Triple H's vision and was Triple H's creativity. When they got to the main roster, they were under Vince McMahon's control. Which I'm happy that WWE did the UFC Endeavor deal, getting rid of Vince McMahon from creative. They got rid of Vince. They said we gotta get if as Endeavor, if we're doing this deal with WWE, we gotta get rid of Vince McMahon. Adios, deuces, Vince. Your ass out here. Deuces, Vince. Because guess what? We gotta make better professional wrestling entertainment on television, and Vince McMahon's creativity is not doing it. Not for sports entertainment, not for pro wrestling. He's not doing it for the business of world wrestling entertainment. He's not doing it. That's what I think. I think when half of that NXT roster got on the main roster, Vince McMahon ruined their gimmicks. He ruined their pushes. He ruined their careers. And Vince McMahon was out of touch, as we all say. And he ruined basically all of those NXT stars' time to shine on the WWE main roster. Whether they went to Raw, whether they went to Friday Night SmackDown, it didn't matter because their careers got ruined due to Vince McMahon. Some of their careers are at a high point now. Shout out to Swerve Strickland. Shout out to Andrade, who might be signing with WWE again. Rumor has it. But yeah, that's what I think. So, long story short, Raquel Gonzalez, go back to calling her Gonzalez. Get rid of the right. It's like you couldn't come up with a better Latin name than Rodriguez. Go back to calling her Raquel Gonzalez, because that's the Raquel I knew. That's the Raquel I liked on NXT, is the Raquel Gonzalez. On to some AEW news with all this WWE talk. With AEW All Elite Wrestling, they had their pay-per-view, AEW World's End. At World's End, in the main event, it was MJF versus Samoa Joe for the world title. Samoa Joe defeated MJF and is now the new AEW World Champion. Thanks to the help of the Undisputed Kingdom, because the person who was under the devil mask, we all knew was Adam Cole, baby. It was Adam Cole. Adam freaking Cole. So thanks to Adam Cole and Samoa Joe, we haven't seen MJF lately. So our new AEW World Champion, Samoa Joe, and when I first saw this, I'm like, I wasn't feeling Undisputed Kingdom, but I think it might work. Once Adam Cole gets off those stretchers, I think Undisputed Kingdom might work. That faction in AEW, that stable, it might work. You got Wardlow, who's like the big guy. Got the other members, I forgot their names. But yeah, I wasn't feeling Undisputed Kingdom right in the beginning, but I'm like, okay, if Adam Cole gets a world title, or Wardlow gets a world title, Wardlow faces Samoa Joe, he gets the world title. In Adam Cole's, is already like one day. What did he say? He's like, Wardlow's gonna give me that world championship title, and Wardlow ain't giving up that world title once he takes it from Samoa Joe. He's not gonna take that world title. Shout out to my man Samoa Joe for winning that title, but Wardlow, if he does beat Samoa Joe, Wardlow ain't gonna take that title. He's not gonna hand that title. He's not gonna put that title in Adam Cole's hands, and that's where Undisputed Kingdom breaks up. Is when Wardlow doesn't want to submit the title, and they're at a pay-per-view, whether it be at Full Gear, whether it be at All In next year or this year, at the All In pay-per-view. It's going to be Wardlow versus Adam Cole for the AEW World Title. That I'm already predicting. But with Samoa Joe being the AEW World Champion, we gotta admit and agree, Samoa Joe is the greatest Samoan wrestler of all time. I said it. He's better than, even in WWE, he's better than Roman Reigns. He's better than Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, The Rock. He's better than the Usos, Jimmy and Jay. He's better than the Wild Samoans. He's better than Rikishi. He's better than Umaga, R.I.P. Umaga. He's better than a lot of those guys and those names. Samoa Joe is the greatest Samoan wrestler of all time. You can argue that with me anytime, any day. Samoa Joe is the greatest Samoan wrestler of all time. Last week on Raw, we saw The Rock return to Monday Night Raw, interrupting the Triple H announced on his X account. I believe it was on his X that he said something about, I think it was, he said something about there was going to be a former WWE champion returning on the WWE Day 1 edition of Raw. And basically, The Rock returned, interrupting Jinder Mahal's promo. And shout out to Jinder Mahal, because Jinder Mahal is, let's not forget, Jinder. He did more with that WWE title than Drew McIntyre could. First of all, he was a great WWE champion back in 2017. And many years later, he's been lost in the shuffle and never booked. But let's be honest, this year they're starting to use Jinder, which I like seeing that. But guess what? The Rock came back, cut a promo, called him the Day 1 douchebag. He called him all kinds of names. He hit him, with a people's elbow. And he hit him with a rock bottom. And, Jinder versus The Rock is a match I kind of want to see at this point. Like, y'all can forget about everything else, but I want to see Jinder and Rock one-on-one at a premium live event. But the thing everybody's talking about with this return is he did make the tease that he said, I want to sit at the head of the table. And meaning that he wants to face Roman Reigns at maybe WrestleMania, possibly WrestleMania 40 this year in Philadelphia, possibly. I don't know. I would like to see that match happen in Philadelphia at Mania 40 this year. But again, here's the thing. The wrestling fandom today is so toxic. It's a lot of geeks in the wrestling world. Cody Rhodes does not have to be. Cody Rhodes had his time last year. I personally don't have to see Cody and Roman one-on-one at Mania again this year. Reason why? He had his time and he lost. That's how they booked it. He was booked to lose that match. So the thing is, a lot of y'all geeks want to see Cody Rhodes versus Roman. Well, we got to see Cody versus Roman. We got to see Cody versus Roman in the main event. Cody Rhodes is gonna finish the story. Cody Rhodes versus Roman Reigns does not have to happen at Mania 40. The only way I would want to see Cody in the main event is if it's a triple threat match for the Undisputed Universal title, whether it be Rock versus Cody versus Roman. That's how you book a WrestleMania main event. That's how you book a WrestleMania main event. We don't need to see Cody Rhodes versus Roman 2 years in a row. That's y'all geeks, man. The problem is y'all wrestling geek fans don't want to be wrong. Y'all don't want to be wrong. It's okay to be wrong. It's okay if they don't book it the way you wanted to book it. If I'm fine with not having Cody in the match at all. I'm fine with seeing Rock versus Roman. And with that, let's be honest. Cody does not need to win the Royal Rumble. Punk does. Cody don't need to win the Royal Rumble. And the reason why? They're not even on the same brand. Roman, let's think about that. Roman is the Bloodline story. Cody doesn't fit in the Bloodline story. He ain't got nothing to do with the Bloodline story, other than him having that match at Mania 39 last year with Roman, which he lost. Here's the thing. Cody is on Monday Night Raw. Reigns is on SmackDown as the Undisputed Universal Champion. They're already on separate brands. So I don't want to see Cody jumping over to SmackDown just yet. I could see him on SmackDown at some point in the near future. I could see that soon. But I don't want to see it like now. I don't want to see Cody on SmackDown this year, right now, like that. The thing is, Cody Rhodes' Monday Night is on Raw. Roman Reigns is on SmackDown. So clearly it's two different brands. What I think might happen is Punk wins the Royal Rumble, faces Seth, challenges Seth for the world title, the World Heavyweight title, and then Cody gets added to that match and becomes a triple threat where it's Cody, Seth versus Punk at night 1 of WrestleMania. At night 2, that's when you get Roman versus Rock. And what you do is, months after that, Cody could do like be in a 30-man tournament or something, or number one, or you know, a number one contender match or something, this is the thing. I'm fine with them ending this bloodline story at WrestleMania. If you put that title on Rock, it ain't gonna make sense. But The Rock ain't gotta hold it for the title for a long time. So the thing is, Cody doesn't have to be in the main event. It don't make no sense to put Cody in the main event. Cody Rhodes does not need to be in the main event of WrestleMania 40 this year. He doesn't. And it's because of geek. Like, you got geeks like y'all geeks, y'all nerds. These geeks talking about, well, if Randy beats Roman for the title in the Fatal 4-Way at Royal Rumble, then he can go on to face Cody in the main event of Night 2 at WrestleMania. You're going to have a this year, with how so hot the Bloodline storyline is, you're going to have a Night 2 main event at WrestleMania without Roman Reigns? That's stupid, bro. Y'all are stupid. We are not going to have a main event match at Mania, at Night 2 of Mania, without Roman Reigns. Rock and Roman is a draw. Rock and Roman sells tickets. That's a box office match. That draws in tickets. People will fly to Philadelphia. People from Chicago, from Illinois, will fly to Philadelphia to go see Rock versus Roman. Wrestling fans will buy their tickets, go to airports, book their flights, book their hotels to go to Philadelphia at that arena and watch the Rock versus Roman Reigns match for the Undisputed Universal title. That's what people are going to do. Man, y'all geeks. And then what makes it worse is, in the IWC, is you got these wrestling content creators. JD from New York. Solid Monster. Y'all listening to What Culture? Y'all listening to, yeah, bro. Y'all listen to all these content creators who are brainwashing y'all and making y'all more nerds. It's okay to be wrong. It's okay that you're not getting your match. It's okay that you're not getting your way. Because there's a better way to book all of this. There's a better way to book WrestleMania this year. Cody does not fit in the story to beat Roman. Stop trying to force Cody to be in the main event of Mania 40. Y'all some geeks, man. There's been rumors from TNA and Impact Wrestling that Trinity Fatu, aka Naomi, is being released from her TNA contract and she could be signing with WWE soon. Man, I don't even know what to say about this. I honestly don't know what to say about this. Make sure y'all leave a like, leave a comment, hit that subscribe button. It's Leon the King TV. Leon the King TV signing out. Let's talk wrestling. And we out of here.